there, partner.
Wow. That is
Jimmy
sick.
Riley.
Josh Landers. What in the hell is up, my brother? I love that look. That looks good.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Just gave myself a little haircut, courtesy of Manscaped
Hell yeah.
5.0.
Wow. Shout out 5.0. The boy is here. The
Yeah.
baddest machine around. What you been up to? That's why my bad for the delay. I was actually sending something over to our friends at Manscaped, making sure the podcast gets their money. I'm a little late. Kenny's doing me a favor, accepting late term papers, but
Gotcha.
legend.
Hey, first things first, though, right? Got to handle biz. Keep the lights on.
That's what I'm
Kudos to
saying.
you.
Good thing.
I see a new addition in the back as well.
Oh, was this guy?
Yeah.
Was that not there the last time you were here? I forget.
I
when
don't
put
think
that
so.
up. That's the grappling dummy. Been getting the
Oh.
business the last few months.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Been
Been too long, though, Jim. Been too long.
I
Good to
mean,
be back.
always. And if you couldn't tell by his voice, we're back with Josh Landers. I don't know if I said that already, but that's who we're with. Happy to have you. Dude, the Nines. I mean, let's just get into that. Are they not the team we thought they were?
Well, we're in the middle of Monday Night Football right now, so let's see if they could handle business here in the second half. Prediction, we could, look back afterwards. I think the Niners easily take care of this game. They win by 7 or more, I'd say. And I think they're currently down maybe like 7 or 10, something like that right now?
10, yeah, I think that's what it was. Did they score going into the half? I didn't see. I turned
The
it off for the
Vikings
2
did.
minutes. Oh,
Yeah, so it might be bad, but I think the Niners are going to take it. Feels good. Best team in the league still, at least for now.
so you're still riding high on them. That's good to hear.
Before the game, Dante asked me to place a bet for him on tonight's game, and I went ahead and he said, "Give me a lock, Josh," and I gave him Ufunga to get an interception.
Wow, I like that. Kind of sick. My dad's been playing heavy on the interception. He's been guessing. Dude, I think he's put Ufunga twice, and I think he finally bailed on it and was like, dude, this guy.
Great odds, though. Great odds on the interception bets for all the Sharks out there.
The best. Now, what are you betting on? Do you have a bookie, or do you go through my bookie?
So, Matt Melendrez, our dear friend Matt Melendrez.
I mean, should we be saying
barbecue.
this?
Huh? He had a barbecue this past weekend, so remind me to circle back to that and all the shenanigans. But his cousin, has a book, so he's, I guess, collecting for his cousin. $250 free play for all the boys.
Wow. Okay, so now when can you pull that free play money out? Because that's how they get you by the balls.
Well, you got to gamble it.
Yeah, no, exactly. But do you have to gamble all, like, at what point can you pull out? Let's say you hit a fat bet with that 250 free play.
You could pull it.
No.
Yeah. After the bet's made, then that's your money. It's free play.
Damn.
So if I bet $250 on J.K. Dobbins to score a touchdown, which I did week 1 with all of my free play, and
that's how you have to. you
double up.
That's sick.
Even money, you double up or whatever it is, 90% of it, and you could cash that out right away. Or, this is what they want you to do. You take that, I had $250, now I have $500. This is easy. And now you bet all 500 the next week, and all your money's gone.
I mean, I couldn't tell you how many times in Reno I saw people come up to visit for their first time and absolutely kill it in the casino, and then they come back the second time and lose all their money like that. It's like there's something about it. They can see a first timer coming in, and they just wreck their.
Oh, they smell blood.
Exactly. Okay, now another betting question. Have you ever been asked to take a bet for somebody and not like, hey, can you put this bet in for me? And been like, that's never going to hit, and just pocketed the money and prayed to God it doesn't hit?
No, but I am familiar with this technique that some of our Reno friends had, for sure.
Yeah, and that's honestly like, you're playing the bank, right? So it's like, if you have enough money to cover the bet, yeah, it's gonna hurt. You're pretty much gambling on your friend, which is fun.
You become the house.
Exactly. It's kind of fucked up because you're actively betting against your friend. But it's, I mean, if you smell a bad beat and you're just like, dude,
And in
there's
a
no way.
one bet sample size, fuck yeah, be the house every time. If you see an advantage, especially on something like that,
Yeah,
where it's not going to hit.
we were getting some crazy football and hockey parlays, and I was like, hockey too unpredictable. Anybody can win until the playoffs, and then
Yeah.
football is. I mean, as we saw this past week, football is a joke. What the fuck?
Yeah, in the NFL, everyone's good. That's the thing. It's not like college football where you get Michigan versus Appalachian State or whatever.
Right, a nice little
And I know,
tune-up game.
yeah, yeah. It's like no, everyone's a professional football player in the NFL. So like those guys are too good to even like. There's no game that they're not in it. You know, everyone before the season was like the Cardinals' worst team in the NFL. Like they're out here beating good teams. They beat the Cowboys. Like
crazy. I mean, even the Pats. Pats look like warmed over dog shit, and they go out and beat the Bills. Josh Allen's crazy. He plays down to every single quarterback he plays against. He plays to the level of every quarterback he plays against. So it's like Mahomes, great game. Fucking Mac Jones, horrible. It's wild.
Yeah. We've all been on teams like that though, Jim.
Yeah, but I feel like with the good coach, you can get that out of your system pretty early in a season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's nothing better. You get up early on a team that's not well coached and they quit. I mean, fast. There's nothing better. One more thing, football related. T. Kels. Yeah. I mean, looking like he needs T Swift out there. He's better with her, man.
The numbers don't lie, huh, Jim?
Numbers don't lie. Are you starting to think different about what you said 2 weeks ago?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, if they're happy together, mazel tov. But let's just say he's just a fame-thirsty individual. There's no two ways around it.
I love it. Well, I'm gonna say it. My sister was very upset with you. She was listening, and she was.
You didn't like the take? Little T Swift hate, huh?
Yeah, she was like, "That is a bum take by Josh." Yeah, I wasn't a fan. Big T Swift fan. That was Morgs. She reads the transcript. She reads the transcript for a name. She like Command F searches the transcript just to see if I'm talking shit. I'm like, oh, I gotta talk about you. What the fuck?
Oh, she looks up her own name?
Yeah. Just to make sure I'm not dropping shit. But speaking of funny as shit, she was at she works at the preschool I worked at.
Lucy's? Shout out?
No, not I mean shout out Lucy's for sure.
Yeah.
But the one with Kenny Corey's mom worked at, whatever. But she got shit on today by a kid. How great is that?
A kid shit on her?
Yeah, I think like she was holding like a 2 or 3 year old and they shit their pants and it spilled over and it fucking got on her. And it is like the worst thing ever. Ugh.
That sounds horrible. You couldn't pay me enough.
Really? I mean, it's not as bad as you think. I mean, I always was like, I'm going home. Like, well, if you get shit on, it's time to wrap this up for the day. So I was always like, all right, see you guys later. Yeah, bad. What have you been up to? 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I got some good stories. So
yes.
I've been doing this new job. It was like energy sales. So like energy efficient windows, solar, coating, all that good stuff. And like from the jump, my red flags were up a little bit. They were selling me really hard on the job, but I kind of just needed employment. So I was like, all right, we'll do it. So it's like in-home sales. Like you go into people's house, like to give them a free quote, and then you're trying to like convince them to like, you know, buy on that same day, like buy all new windows, $40,000 purchase or whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so I was like, dang, like this sounds like fucking impossible. And I don't know, my antennas were up. It felt like, you know, the movie The Founder. Have you ever seen the movie about McDonald's?
Yeah.
In the beginning, when he's like a salesman, he's like trying to sell people fucking blenders
just
and
grinding,
stuff.
Yeah.
He's like walking up with this package, like that type of thing. So you're like walking in with your window displays. I'm sweating bullets. So I end up doing my first my going to an appointment. Mind you, they didn't warn me that I was going to be going out or anything. This is just in the middle of training. They tell me at 2. They tell me at 2:00. Yeah, you guys are going to be doing some appointments tonight. Oh, okay, cool. 3:00 comes. They're like, yeah. So here you go. Like, here's the address. Go do your thing. I'm like, oh, okay.
So you went with the guy though?
No, solo.
What the fuck?
This is the worst part. It's 3 o'clock. It's an hour away in Carlsbad, and my estimated time of arrival is 4 o'clock for a 4 o'clock appointment. So it's like I don't have time to fucking get a glass of water, review my notes, like prep, like
You're just pulling up and going. Probably going to end up a little bit late. You know what I mean?
So, huh?
I said you're probably going to end up a little bit late with traffic. It's going to get worse.
And I hate being late. I absolutely hate being late. Anyway, the whole thing was a mess. I'm like getting my display out of the car, like carrying all this shit, and like a guy walks by on the sidewalk, like, "Hey, good luck in there." You know, I'm just like, I feel like the worst. Like, I'm like, it was like an epiphany moment. I was just like, what am I doing? Like, this isn't it. Like, this is not gonna be what I do. Like, it's just not. I go, I do the whole thing. Like, it's obviously, I don't think I did a good job. No sale, obviously. And then like my bosses call me, tell me to like go back and then go back again and like keep going back
to the
like,
same place.
Yeah, and eventually I was just like, hey, like I don't think I want to work for this company anymore. Like, and she's like, yeah, just go back. And I was like, wait, I don't think you get it. Like why would I go back? Like if I no longer want to be employed by you guys, like I'm done. Like it's over. So anyway, I'm on my way back. Another fucking hour to go back and drop off all this shit, right?
Oh, so you didn't even wait till after? I would have dropped the shit off and then fired off the, hey, I'm done here.
No, like it was when she was trying to get me to go back into the house for a second time. You know, just like, what are we doing? Like, I'm not.
You have to be a psychopath to just go back in there and like, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah. And that's sales. Like you have to be able to read what the vibe of the person and what they're thinking in their head and then like go against that vibe. Whereas like in life, I'm typically trained to like see what vibe people are on and kind of like go with that. Like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, I'm on that.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to get the fuck out. I'm getting the vibe. I'm reading you. It's not going anywhere. We'll see.
Exactly. So anyway, I just figured it wasn't right for me. I'm on my way back. Hunter Impey calls me. So we're on a FaceTime. I'm telling him about the whole situation. I pull back up to the place and I'm like, dude, they're going to try and convince me to stay like hella hard. And they did. Like they were trying to convince me to stay so bad. And just like, again, like you guys have been selling me on this job. Wait a little bit too hard. Like my red flags are up. Anyway, Hunter's like, yeah, just keep me on the phone. I was like, should I keep you on the phone?
Oh,
like,
no.
So we mute Hunter. And they go, you know, I drop all the stuff off and I'm going, they come out.
Do you have like the phone in the hand or is it like in the pocket?
In the pocket.
Nice.
He's muted just so he can hear everything. All right. And they're like, first of all, they come out and they're like, can we like look through your car? Like to make sure you don't have any like notes or anything like that from us, any of our material on you or anything like that. And I was just like, you guys are fucking, it's not that deep. You guys are being some weirdos. She's like, just come in for a sec, come in. And then pretty much goes on to like try and convince me to stay, asking me what's wrong. And I was just like, no, I just feel like it's one of those things. Like you either have to be all the way in or all the way out. And so that's pretty much it. I don't want to do in-house sales. It's not that complicated or anything. And then she's like, oh, yada, yada. Like I'll show you my pay stubs from last year. Like, just like, it was just a mess.
Wild.
It was just a mess. Like Hunter could probably tell the story better. Halfway through having this conversation with her, meanwhile, my car is running outside. Like, first thing that happens is she says, yeah, come sit down. It'll be 5 minutes. And I was like, is it actually going to be 5 minutes? Because like you specifically teach me how to tell people that it's going to be 5 minutes and then stay for 2 hours. Like, literally. You know, so it was one of those things. But anyway, got out of there. You know, the mission continues, trying to find that right job, that right career. So,
hey, every no is a step closer to the yes. You know what I mean? And that job was just a no. You're gonna find the yes. That's sales for you right there. That's crazy though. I can just picture fucking Hunter just howling on the other end as you're like trying to back your way out of it the whole time, and she just keeps reeling you in. It's like fighting a fish. It's fucking hilarious.
And like I forgot he's in there, and then halfway through I remember, so I'm smiling, and she's like, "Why are you smiling?" And it's just,
that is so good.
It's just funny, man. Funny stuff.
That is
They
fucking.
text me the next day or like that night, like, hey, like, you want to just like come back and do the meeting? I'm just like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Just send me my paycheck and I'm on to the next. Which the next opportunity being
Ooh.
maybe what is it called? The Major League Football?
MLF?
Yeah.
What's
Or,
Major League Football?
yeah, MLF. Yeah, Major League Football. New up and coming football league starting in 2024. Looking for GMs.
Oh wow, that would be sick. Now, what? I've never even heard of them. Is it like a USFL? It's just like a regular
Yeah,
football
like
league.
another
Like,
league. Exactly. Like
damn.
another league. I'm thinking it's somewhat like semi-pro. I don't know. The like Indeed whatever said like it's paying $150,000 for the GMs and shit like that. So I'm like, maybe they got like some money,
Somewhat
whatever.
legit,
I think
yeah.
a lot of sponsors, but it's probably kind of bullshit. They got like a little website.
I
It's like
mean,
an inaugural league, like it's a league that has not yet started.
exactly, and I'm
So
sure
I'm
it'll
hoping
get
it's real.
bigger. Dude, there's so many guys out there that don't have the grades that are D1 and they're just looking for a place. It's literally, I don't want to say like last chance you, but like it's another place for guys that are on the cusp to go fucking play. You're going to get guys out there.
Or even D1 guys that are like maybe are too old, like had a run where they were trying out and then they just keep getting told no because they're too old, or maybe just whatever. Guys that don't get looks, don't make it to the combine, that type of shit.
Damn.
But that sounds like a kind of sick fucking
That would be
position.
dope, right?
So I'm deep in the Indeed black hole or fucking rabbit hole right now, checking out all the fucking jobs and shit like that. But that's the one I got my eyes on for sure.
I like it. Now, how long do you have to have a job before you apply for whatchamacallit?
Unemployment?
Yeah, again. Is it like 6 weeks you have to have a job and then you can reapply for unemployment? Or is there...
I don't know. I never cut my shit off yet, to be honest. We haven't got that far on the certifications. So we'll see how to play it. I'm going to have to do some research on Reddit and stuff like that.
Oh, God. Don't do Reddit research. Fucking
go
ask a person.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of jobs, we just... the job I'm at, stupid. 4 people on my team, they like took away. So I'm the only person like staying on my team. Then they brought in 5 new people that have never done this job before. And then they combined our jobs. So I'm doing a job now I have no idea how to do. And 5 people are doing a job they don't know how to do. And they're getting paid literally double my salary.
What?
Fucking crazy. And it's like I pretty much have to
have to teach them.
Yeah, and I have to do like half the work for a period of the time. So I'm like talking to my boss. This new lady's my boss. My boss left, and I'm like, look, I have no incentive to work. Like I'm getting paid. Like I could get paid more at a fast food restaurant. Like it's embarrassing. Haven't had a raise in like 2 years. Like we switched companies and they took all of our raises that we got away. Another wild move. But so I'm like talking to my boss and she's like, what's your salary? Like, let's look at it. And like, she didn't know. And I pull it up and she literally like starts laughing out loud. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Way to make me feel like shit. She's like, how do you pay rent? I was like, well, thankfully I live at home. But, and she was like going on. It's like, this is like unacceptable, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I'll meet with them Monday. Today was Monday. No meeting. I was like, God damn it. Shit's never going to happen.
Keep pushing.
Yeah. No, I definitely
He's on your side for sure.
She is, but it's just like crazy. When they told me that, I was like in shock. I was like, what in the fuck is going on? Yeah. Wild. Fuck work, dude. Not meant for the office. Let's just say that. I'm not. I need to find something outdoors. But you were talking Melendra's barbecue.
Oh, so he just moved into a new place.
Yes.
Right next door to where he was, but this place is way nicer. Way more space, all that good stuff. Had everyone over for a nice little barbecue, little tri-tip, little salad, little Caesar salad, some baked potatoes.
Love that.
He told me he was going to have twice baked potatoes.
No.
Just normal baked potatoes. Yeah, just normal. We don't have to call them twice baked. Well, I'll still come. I'll still be there, bro. Don't worry about it.
Did he think baked potatoes were twice baked?
Maybe. Maybe, but that's what I'm saying. We can't play around with this terminology, Jim.
Definitely not. I mean, potatoes are real shit. You can't fuck around with potatoes.
Yeah. And you know their new roommate is Dice. Dildine.
Shut up.
Yeah. Matt
No,
Melendrez and Chris Dumas' third roommate is now Dice, who's so chill.
dude, that is the ultimate chillest, chillest in the most real sense of the word house I've ever heard. Wow. Dice is the sickest. He's literally like, out of all the Sigma Nu guys, he was like the most low key, always in a good mood.
Absolutely. So it was good catching up with him, catching up with all the boys.
Nice.
Nothing too crazy actually happened at the party. There were some good basketball debates going on.
Ooh. Any worth having here?
I don't know. Chad was trying to find out who my NBA player comparison would be. He was trying to figure out who would be for tees as well. He wasn't accepting my Bobby Hurley.
I like that. I really like that.
It's too perfect. I kept coming back to it. I ended up with Mike Conley for tees. Just a point guard. I don't know. I was trying to figure it out. The NBA is so weird these days.
Yeah.
And then for myself, I gave myself Draymond Green because I figure, all right, he's an undersized big who is best with the ball in his hands. He'll shoot you in some games. He'll shoot you out of some games.
Yes.
Right? He'll definitely bring the communication defensively.
The intensity.
Good decision maker with the ball, I think, for the most part. Good facilitator. That type of thing. But Chad wasn't accepting it because he said that Draymond was just too trash in general. And I needed to pick someone better.
Wow.
So,
I
could toss it to you here, Jim. Do you have a player comp that's not
I think Draymond's honestly kind of perfect.
I thought it was kind of money as well.
Like, I'm trying to think of another, because he's like you said, undersized big.
What position do you even pick? I don't even know.
You can play them all, honestly. Who do you want me to guard?
Do you go the big? I mean, I don't even know.
And you can play, yeah, exactly. You can play on the big. You can play on the perimeter. I don't think Draymond's too trash. I honestly thought Chad was going to say the other way around. No offense.
Yeah, me too.
But that's, I guess a huge compliment to you.
So we ended up on Blake Griffin without the dunks.
Ooh, okay, yeah, without the dunks. But hey, you're on books and you could slam. You're a Blake Griff.
Just a little bit. We got to bring back books and ball, by the way.
Super down. I want to play too. I haven't played in so many years.
I think some of our generation wants to challenge some of the Meekers and the Mitches and you know. The Rileys.
I think they'll get ran, honestly. Those guys have too much size. And for books and ball, it's like, I know those guys stroke it, but if you miss, you're never getting the board. The gauntlet has been
laid down on the Trough Talk podcast.
Wow.
Everyone's going to be home during Thanksgiving. Everyone's going to be home during Christmas.
There it is. We'll film it and put it up.
Fun doing your layup lines and stuff like that. But if you guys ever wanted some real competition, the gauntlet has been thrown down on the one and only Trough Talk podcast, sponsored by Manscaped.
God damn. Todd, you hear that? Todd's going to be the one eating this shit up more than anybody. He'll love it. We'll film that. And did you hear about Todd and Boog's bet last podcast?
No, tell me.
So they went to the Green Bay Broncos game yesterday, and they had a bet. So the Boog, obviously Broncos fan, Todd, Packers fan, whoever's team lost has to shave their face and head with their new Manscaped 5.0 razor. And so Boog freaking out because he's got graduation coming up. He was like, dude, I'm not, like, fuck that. Like, and then they go to the game and fucking Russ does it. The Bronx end up winning. Todd's got to shave his hair and beard. It's going to look brutal, but it's awesome. Can't wait.
You got to have one or the other. Either hair or no facial hair, or facial hair, no hair. Like,
yeah.
If you have both missing, you're in trouble.
Yeah, no, I've been going clean shave, face and head, and you just look like you're a Klansman. Honestly, there's no getting around it. That, or you're just a normal psychopath. But yeah, I get some pretty crazy looks when I come into work in camo and just completely skin bald. It's not good. Actually, it is.
I was trying to give myself a fade today, and then the fade turned into a mohawk.
No, it just kept creeping up.
It just kept creeping and creeping. Perfection got the best of me. Perfection. You know how they say good is in the way of great?
Mm,
Don't let good get in the way of great. Don't let great get in the way of good.
I like that. Good, sometime good enough.
That's good. Why are we even working on it anymore? If you look in the mirror and you say, hey, you know what? That's good. Boom, you're done.
Yeah.
But
I like
if
that.
you try and go for greatness, you might end up with no hair. That's the point of the story.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've trimmed my mustache, and I always go with like the razor to get like the hairs between the nose, like a real razor, and I go too low, and I'm like, fuck, like, and then I try shaping it, and then I end up with the fucking pencil stash like Adam Morrison, and then you end up fucking shave. It's the worst. But with Manscaped, no more of that bullshit.
Thank you. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Always looking good. God, how many plugs are we gonna give them for this podcast? We love it.
We're feeling good. We're feeling the Manscaped love today for sure.
Absolutely.
Attention all sports enthusiasts and ball game aficionados. It's that magical time of the year when football is in full swing, basketball is back, and the baseball playoffs have us on the edge of our seats. But speaking of ball games, it's time to talk about the champion of the grooming game. That's right. Manscaped has just launched the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. It's like having a six-man on your team, ensuring you stay smooth no matter what sport you're into. So don't strike out on this offer. Head over to manscaped.com and use code Trough to get 20% off and free shipping. Trust us, with the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, you'll be the real MVP both on and off the field.
Speaking of MVPs, you don't want to be nicking your balls and deflating them and being like a Tom Brady out there. Grab Manscaped, do it right. No more nicks, no more cuts. We're good. When it comes to sports, it's important to know ball, and Manscaped sure knows balls. So at the peak of ball season, we're introducing the brand new Lawnmower 5.0, like Josh said, which takes your grooming and precision to a whole new level. The Lawnmower 5.0 uses two enhanced skin-safe blade heads, first a head with an upgraded trimmer to get your grass in playing condition, then the dual foil blade head for top-notch smoothness. We all know football is a game of inches, but Manscaped knows grooming is a game of millimeters. That's facts. So is some other things. With advanced grooming tools like the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, you can tackle any hairy situation and come out looking like an MVP. Also, inside this bundle, Made for Balls features the new Weed Whacker 2.0 ear, nose, and hair trimmer, crop preserver, ball deodorant, crop soother toner, and 2 free gifts. With all that in a bag of ballpark chips, there's no reason to put your game face on, not to put your game face on and give it a go. The playoffs are no joke, and neither is this. Make the right call with Manscaped.
Absolutely. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code Trough at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code Trough. We got balls and beard trimmers, but mostly balls.
Now, what was I going to say? Oh, I fucking went hunting. Duck hunting started this past weekend.
Dude. Oh, so what happened with the chain situation?
The what? Oh, the chain. So I go back the next day, the day after we talked. I think that was a Monday. I go back Tuesday because the next day I can enter is Wednesday. Lock Tuesday. And I'm like, this is now becoming an issue. So I called the lady and she finally answered and I kind of chewed her one again. And then it was unlocked on Wednesday. So got the boat in. I mean, everything's good. But I had to... Dude, so stupid. You have to register. I have like a 14-foot boat and I have to register it with the DMV. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is so stupid. So have to take care of it.
Motorized.
Exactly. And it's literally a motor this big. It's fucking dumb. Anyways, set that up. And then I go out Saturday's opening day and I'm house sitting. And again, I've scheduled like double booked opening weekend for duck hunting like the last 3 years. Just so dumb. Like with dog sitting or like I went to the Austin Grand Prix F1 a few years ago, but like always the first weekend and I always forget, just book shit. So I'm house sitting and some high maintenance ass dogs. And so I know I got a timeline, right? I got like 3 hours out here, 4 hours, and I got to get back. So I pull up to the gate and there's a line. I'm like, God damn it. Like the last year's never been a line, just like pretty much me, the only one. So go up to these guys. I'm like, hey, like, where are you guys heading out to? Like, I'm not trying to like get your spot, but like, I just don't want to like go to the same place as you and waste time. These cocksuckers were so tight-lipped and we're like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. We're not sure yet. I'm like, what the, like, I don't give a fuck. You're here first. Pick your spot, but just fucking let me know if you're going.
Yeah.
I was literally like, are you going left or are you going right? And he was like, I don't know. And it was like a group of 4 of them. I'm like, fuck you guys, dude. Like, I get why people get in fights now, but, it's pro move by them. They're in 2 trucks. First truck is pulling their boat in, so they didn't put it there early. They're pulling and launching their boat. And then they have a second truck. They open the gate, so you can only go in 2 hours before you can shoot. But so they open the gate. The first guy fucking tears down the road with the truck. The second guy, 5 miles an hour for like a mile. And I was like, you fucking son of a bitch. So he pretty much let his friend get up there, launch the boat, and then he just parked the car, hopped in, and they took off while everyone else is still had to get all their shit out. I was like, God damn it.
I respect the execution. But
veteran move. If I had Brett there with me, we would have done the same exact shit. But anyways, I go out.
What are we hunting?
Hunting duck season, ducks, geese. And it's like, for duck hunting, you want like kind of windy, a little bit rainy, like shitty weather, right? Ducks don't like it. They get up flying. I get out there and it's like 70 degrees at 7 a.m. Just like a perfect, couldn't ask for like a more perfect day. So dead out there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have these fucking high maintenance dogs. So I'm like, fuck it, calling it a day. I get skunked. There's nothing worse out there. But get skunked, coming back, and as soon as I pull up, Fish and Game pulls up to like the boat launch or whatever. And so I pull my boat up, and it's like, have you ever gotten pulled over and had 2 cops get out of the car? And it's like guaranteed getting a ticket because they're training, and it's like, all right.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Okay,
gotcha.
So I pull up, 2 Fish and Game hop out of this truck. I'm like, God damn it. And he's like asking me all the questions. You have your license, all this stuff. So I give him my license and like my hunting license ID. And then he's like, I got to search your gun. I got to search all your bags. He's like, oh, it's my first day out here. You're the first person I've ever interacted with as a Fish and Game. I'm like, God damn it. So he's literally taking me through the ringer, searching. I think he searched 3 of my bags, asked to search my car, and I was like, are we really doing this right now? But ended up being a good guy. Shot the shit with him about UFC for like 10 minutes at the end. I was like, God, this is nice. But I was like, dude, it just wasting everybody's time. It's like, if I have everything right off the bat, just let me fucking go. There's nothing worse. Nothing fucking worse.
So no tickets.
No tickets this time. I've been there when people got tickets. One of my friends, so you have to have like a plug in your gun, so you can only carry like a certain amount of ammo in it. And my friend didn't have one. $500 ticket like that. And yeah, you can lose hunting privileges, but yeah, wild. But speaking of, did you watch any UFC this weekend?
No, I don't even know what happened. Usman and
Makhachev. Very sick. And then Usman and Hamza Shemaev, and then Islam and Volkanovski. Sick fights.
Both lost, right?
Volk got head kicked into a new dimension. Yeah. And it was like I think it's the second time he's ever been knocked out, but it was like, fuck, it was bad. And he went up a weight class. So, I mean, respectable.
He's already fucking short king.
Short king for sure. And he looks like such a meatball at 155. He's putting on like 10, 15 extra pounds. It's, but yeah, he got head kicked first round. It was bad. And then Usman fucking, I guess he had an opportunity to take it 5 rounds. Like UFC asked, like, hey, do you want this to be a 5-round fight or a 3-round fight? And he's like 3 because he took it on short notice. And then third round, fucking Islam was kind of gassed. Hamzat was gassed. Usman wasn't, and like could have easily won it if he took it 5 rounds, but ended up losing. Shit, Tay.
Usman's kind of a boring fighter, though.
Yeah, he fought this one.
Finish.
Yeah, this one was a little more like because he got dominated the first round, so the only way he was gonna win was like pushing the pace the next two. But yeah, if he wins the first round, dude, it is like the most boring fight ever.
Yeah, I'm sure Dana White does not fuck with him, to be honest.
He doesn't, but him taking this fight on short notice and saving the card, I'm sure he fucks with them a little more.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite fighter? You got a favorite fighter?
Matt Hughes, all time.
Wow.
Is my favorite fighter.
Stay off the tracks when the train's coming through.
Always been my favorite fighter. The golden age of the welterweight division. Him, GSP,
sick.
BJ Penn,
Matt Serra,
early Nick Diaz, maybe even. I don't know.
Yeah.
My favorite fighter today, it's probably Sugar Sean. No one I'm turning on the TV for more than Sugar Sean.
Dude is the sickest. They built him up so well, it's crazy. Like they actually took their time with him and like said, we're gonna give you the right fights. We're not rushing you into shit. Now he's the champ. That's crazy. And I think I played Fortnite with that guy. Hoo-wee. Sickest.
Don't forget it. Don't you ever forget it.
You can't.
What are you gonna be for Halloween, Jim?
Ooh. That's good. I can't believe I remember talking about Halloween last year. This is wild. This year for Halloween. Oh, I know. So I ended up for Todd Meeker had a 70s themed birthday party. And so I was like, well, I'll just buy a good costume and then keep it and double it as a Halloween costume. So I got a Flint, Michigan Tropics warm-up, which is like a good quality warm-up, like sick. And then a Vakitis jersey. The sickest. Oh.
Is that from
Vakitis? Speak fucking English. He's the big Lithuanian fuck that has no idea what's going on at any time.
I might need to give it a rewatch, dude, honestly.
Oh, you have to. Literally one of Will Ferrell's best movies, I would say.
Did you call me a jive turkey?
Hey, nobody called anybody a JT. He called you a cocksucker. No, it's so good. Have you given any thought to your Halloween costume?
I have, and I'm not sure what I want to do.
Ooh, options.
But I'm thinking about going with the classic Scream.
Ooh, nice.
Just a Scream mask. And then if I want to be like risque and make it like a sexy Scream, I could just like wear like a wife beater, and like some fucking overall straps or whatever. What do they call them?
Suspenders?
Some suspenders.
There you go.
Sexy
and a Scream. I like that. Dude, I was Scream for so many Halloweens as a kid. Like the one, did you ever have the one with the blood pumps? And
I was just about to say the blood pump. I used to have it.
Yes. That thing I think got recycled between me and Mikey like 3 or 4 times. So what's the other option? If you said you're debating.
There's that, and then I want to do something like with a group if I could. Ooh. The idea that was tossed out there by me that everyone was hating on was Wedding Crashers. Just 2 guys in a suit. Like it's nothing crazy outfit wise.
Yeah.
But if you say it, it will make sense.
Oh yeah. And there's so many lines where you could just be dropping all night long.
If you get and if you get the third person
being Will Ferrell and the fucking it's perfect. Yeah. Ma!
Bingo. Exactly.
Yeah, that guy could yell that all night and would never get old.
Exactly.
That is pretty good.
And now that you kind of like got my imagination going with the quotables, because if we could just go remember the Titans.
It is good. I feel like it's a little harder to dress for though.
Yes.
Like you could get like a t-shirt jersey, but kind of a cop
or Letterman's.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it'd be harder.
You don't want to break out the high school Letterman though. You don't want
What's the best Halloween costume you've ever had or that you ever did?
Ooh. I don't know. I was not a big Halloween guy.
Really? I was a Britney Spears for Halloween in 5th grade.
I feel like I remember that. Weren't you guys like Hooters chicks or something like that?
I wore a dress and shaved my head just like this. 5th grade.
That is amazing. You could have said you were Dennis Rodman too. Shit.
Dude, shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I've been for Halloween. Nothing. I mean,
You had Urkel. You did Urkel a couple of years, didn't you? You went nerd.
no, that's a cop
You know
out.
you know who does that every single year?
Who?
Alex Alvarado.
Yeah, he would. He would.
Suspenders and glasses
yeah.
every year.
Looks like he's
And
going to a
bow tie.
reg dance.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just been I feel like I always just threw shit together last minute. Like, get me this mask, I'll take a hat, throw some glasses on. But I was never a big Halloween guy. But my mom, big Halloween person. She's does a haunted house every year. Crazy.
Yeah. Did she used to go Scarecrow? Did she used to go Scarecrow?
She's done. Yeah. So they used to do like teacher outfits, and they would do like different shit every year. But yeah, I can't recall anything I've been. I was a chef one year. That was good. A chef in Reno. That was fun.
Nice.
Had a nice little chef hat, a chef coat.
Yeah. For anyone that does the last minute, they don't know what to be, pick an author. I think I've said this one before. I don't know if I've said it on the pod, but pick an author, wear something somewhat unique, just wear something fashionable.
And no one's going to question you on it either. No one knows what the fucking author
Raise your hand if you know what Ernest Hemingway looked like. No, but if they say, "Who are you?" and you say, "I'm Ernest Hemingway," they all know who that is.
Yeah. You couldn't say Edgar Allan Poe because you would have to be depressed and like, I feel like wearing black and you know what
like
I mean?
on opium and shit.
Yeah, exactly. You got a fucking crow on your shoulder. Yeah, I don't know. Halloween, you got any plans for it?
I think there's gonna be some sort of house party. I'm big. Halloween is for house parties, not for like clubs and bars.
Oh yeah, nah, dude, it's chaos. It's literally, I feel like, the worst night to go out. People are. It's almost like New Year's. People start drinking at like 5 and just plaster by noon or by midnight.
And I don't want to be like standing in line for a club in a costume. I want to
Looking
be
like
like
a dipshit.
having another drink as soon as I want it at someone's house, you know.
Now, are you like a jungle juice at a Halloween party type of guy, or is it just a regular beer?
Great idea. The jungle juice is a great call with a little bit of sun kiss. You know, sun kiss and orange juice or something like that. Some Sunny D.
Yeah.
Whatever. Make it orange themed. Black ice cubes.
Oh, I see. I didn't even think about where you were going with that. With the orange. Okay.
Make it spooky.
Nah, I love that. Trying to think. Halloween. Yeah. Is it? I mean, one of the better holidays. I feel like I go through like phases, and it's like some years I'm way more into it, and this year I'm like, good holiday. And it's like the turning of the season too, right? It's like now we got the real holidays. Now we got Thanksgiving, Christmas, all on deck.
2023, man, kind of flew by.
Flew by quick.
I know we say that every year.
It is weird. It's weird though.
That should be another draft that we do in the future. It should be like,
what year went the quickest?
Say things that you say every fucking year, like as if they're unique, you know, or things that you say like just to say.
Things you say unironically, ironically, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I wrote it down, so we got the idea. All right, well, fuck it. Speaking of drafts, let's just hop right in. That was my bad. I didn't post the draft last week. I was busy as shit. I'll give you that dub.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, no, I have it. That's completely on me.
I think I've been hot lately.
You have. I was gonna say it's like 3 of the last 4 or 4 of the last 5, something like that. But yeah, I mean, if you got any draft ideas too, throw them in the chat, throw them somewhere, send them to me, DM them to me, because every Monday we kind of try and drum something up, and I don't think we've missed yet, but we're getting there.
we are coming to the end of ideas here,
right? But I feel like
that's the thing. You always have one more idea. The human brain,
it's crazy.
We all, because we could go, we've done weird shit, like things that make you feel like a child again. Like, what is that? We can come up with some shit like that.
And you can literally rank and draft anything. That's the best part. So it's like, if you do get stuck, fuck it, we'll think of something. But this week we are doing best movie series. And now this can be anything, any movie series from the beginning of time. So, excuse me. With that being said, you want to go
You get
first?
first.
All right.
I'll call you.
All right. Let me hit these tones. You got the Niner score going? You got the Niner game going?
Yeah,
What's
it's
the score?
14-19. The Vikings are up and they have the ball, and it's 3rd and 5.
I don't know. Maybe we
I
should.
told you. Niners gonna take care of this one. Easy money.
I fucking hope. I mean, McCaffrey fumbling. He's killing me these last 2 weeks. He is, but he's killing me. All right. I hit the tones. Let's get it started. Best movie series. All right. Starting off, I think this one reminds me of kind of the seasons we're in. Best to watch when it gets cold out. Yeah. Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, easy first choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like I feel like that's another one where it's like it's really good. I like the first one is by far the best one to me. Like setting it all up. Ooh, okay. Which one do you like?
I like the 4th one, the Goblet of Fire.
Which
The
one?
competition.
Oh my god, that is the worst. I
No.
literally had this debate at work the other day because some girl had that on. I was like, why? Why are you what? That's the absolute.
That's the best one.
They had to have a Twilight star come in and save the movie. I mean, that's how you know it's brute. But
Yeah.
I feel like Harry Potter is like I mean, they go through the Christmas time. In the first one, there's just so
nostalgia 101 right there. It's just
100%. I remember
I love getting lost there, you know? Like take me to fucking Hogwarts, you know?
That would be sick. Have you been to the Universal? Is it at Universal Studios? They have that? Yeah. See, and I'm not that big of a fan where I would like go out and go, but it's like, fuck, if it's on, throwing it on. And I remember, I think it was Jay Roach had his birthday party and they all went to see Harry Potter. And like, I remember being so butthurt, and I was like way younger than like I shouldn't have got the invite, but I was like, God damn it! Like these guys got to see this movie, and like I didn't. I was fucking upset. But yeah, I mean, sickest. Alan Rickman is Snape, GOAT.
But Ron, you can't.
Is that Hermione?
Yeah. Have you seen?
More like Hermione, you can't.
It's like a TikTok that fucking goes around. I'm like that's the last scene with the chess.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna sacrifice himself. Ron, you can't.
And then he does, gets whacked. That always threw me off too. I thought when you get killed in chess, you get killed in real life. They say that, and then Ron gets killed in chess. And I know they won the game, but Ron should have died. That's all I'm
Agreed.
saying. And they could have done a lot more magic to get their way out of things. But neither here nor there. Great series. What do you got for us?
Well, that was the obvious first choice. I was going to go with that. So I'm going to have to go ahead and switch up my direction here.
Ooh.
I'm going to go to what is known as the greatest movie series of all time by cinematic folks like my brother said. The Godfather.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Jim did not like that one.
No, I like the
Godfather. On his list.
Not on my list because I don't personally like it. I watch The Godfather when I'm perked out after surgeries. That's like a go-to. You know, you got like 8 hours of film, and by that time you're asleep, and then you just turn it on right where you restarted. But no, Godfather, like you said, cinematic masterpiece. People argue.
Love the second one.
Exactly. People argue more than any movie, the second one's better than the first, right? And that's like I feel like the telltale sign of a good series.
Maybe the only draft pick tonight that the second is better than the first.
Ooh, okay. We'll see.
So keep your ear out for that.
No, I like that. Now The Godfather, what, and you said you like 2 the most. You got a favorite quote? Or like a classic?
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Okay.
That's the go-to.
I like it. I'm trying to think.
Now, honestly, it's not my favorite mafia movie or mob movie.
What would be?
A Bronx Tale.
Okay. I don't think I've seen a Bronx Tale, for being completely honest.
That's a good one.
Worth watching?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Would The
And then,
Irishman be considered a mob movie?
yeah, for sure.
I would put that. I feel I'm not a big
You
mob
liked
movie
it.
guy. I did, yeah. It's like people said, it's a little long. Probably could have been 2.5 hours, but it's like fuck it. Yeah, you're locked in for a movie.
I couldn't get over the fact that like, what's the guy's name? De Niro.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 8 years old, trying to play like a 40-year-old
Yeah.
version of himself.
That is weird. Like the anti-aging with AI. It's like, yeah, you could have just found someone to play him, and it would have been better. For sure. But I feel like that was like the first time using that technology on like a movie like that. So it's like, fuck it, take the shot.
They went for it.
Yeah. Geez, you're gonna give me a seizure with that commercial. All right, round 2.
I can turn that off.
No, I don't.
I
give
just
a
thought to
shit.
give you more lighting.
Yeah, it does. It looks good. All right, round 2. Here we go. Now this is the one that people say is the best movie series in the cinematic universe, and I'm gonna go with a Lucasfilm production, Star Wars.
You say that.
People do say that, and I'm more of the originals guy. Love Jar Jar Binks, but the newer ones just don't do it for me.
Yeah, I grew up with Revenge of the Clones, the second, or however you want to say it, in order of how it came out. But yeah, Star Wars never really saw the hype.
Really?
Never really saw the hype. First of all, the lightsaber fights.
Yeah.
Make no sense. Because they can turn their lightsaber on and off. It's not like it's a sword. But they fight with it as if it's a sword.
It's a respect thing. But what if you mistime the turn off and then you get your arm sliced?
Yeah, I don't know.
I do respect that though.
I mean, where is it? When is it? All these things I don't even know. Is it in the future or in the past? Got to be the future.
In a distant, what is it? In a galaxy far, far away. Blah blah blah. I don't fucking know. I think I want to say
I don't know. It's got the hero's journey, right? It's got that whole thing going for it.
It's got a little
honestly,
incest.
I think it was just hella hyped up whenever it first came out because it was the first like special effects movie, and so people were like so into it.
Yeah.
But it's like, does it really stand up?
I honestly think it does for that reason. The special effects, you have to put yourself in the time zone, right? Like, obviously, if you go in watching it thinking that you're getting one of today's movie, you're not. But the fact that they did all those special effects at the time it was like fucking nuts. They're doing all that stuff with models and, I mean, crazy. But, I mean, I don't know. Kind of weird how they put out, what was it, 4, 5, 6 first, and then they go back and do 1, 2, 3. That kind of always threw me for a loop, but yeah, kind of sick. It's like, you know.
So which one's your favorite?
Kind of the OG. Just give me Harrison Ford and fucking Chewie, and just let's rock. You know.
I think the OG is my favorite as well. I don't even need Darth Vader.
No, but Vader's kind of sick though, kind of a sick villain. And Darth, that's the thing. The new ones, Darth Maul, kind of a sick villain too. Give me a 2-sided saber. I'm in.
I feel you.
But yeah, Star Wars.
Shout out George Lucas. Still getting rich. A lot of different ways I can go with this. A lot of different ways I can go. I think I'm gonna take one that is not on your list again. I'm gonna go a little out of left field here and give me The Hangover.
Wow.
Now, does this dramatically fall off after the first one? It does.
It does. But the second one was still had some really, really funny parts. There was a third, right?
There was a third.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
But you have to respect it. There's Thailand. What was the second one? Thailand?
That's what I was assuming that one was like.
I don't think I ever saw the third one, if I'm being honest. But I will say that The Hangover is one of the funniest movies, the first one.
Oh.
You know, and I love that crew. Fuck it. They're on my team.
They're good, and I feel like it was one of the last movies that came out in theaters that was like an actual comedy, like one where you like sat and like everyone laughed at shit that was supposed to be funny. It wasn't like you had to not laugh because fucking dildo over there was being a
Yeah,
loser. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
everyone was in on it. Probably that or Step Brothers is the last real comedy.
for real. I think Hangover really had the crown in terms of like our friend group of what we talked about as the funniest movies. Hangover got a lot of talk for that. So, you know, Zach Galifianakis, fucking
Hilarious.
yeah, Bradley Cooper, just a great squad.
Brian Callen makes an appearance.
Brian Callen makes an appearance, my favorite comedian.
Um,
Come,
yeah, he's funny. They just did a fight companion with him, and he was taking shrooms, and he was Eddie Bravo's on there, and you know when Rogan hates when Callen talks anything fighting, he's like, shut the fuck up. So Eddie
yeah,
Bravo's on there going, hey Brian, show us your footwork on the jab. Let's see the jab. Like he's like, Joe, respect him, and he's just egging Brian Callen on. It was so fucking funny.
oh
The
man,
best,
I gotta look
worth
that
a
up.
listen. But after this podcast. Round three. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go down the line since you're not taking mine. I'm gonna hit another Disney production. This man was recently in court. His ex-wife shit in his bed. It's gonna be Johnny Depp and Pirates of the Caribbean, baby.
Whoa, not on my list.
Yeah,
Great movie though.
kind of a sick movie. Yeah, I actually saw literally again the first one. I hard not to beat the OG movies, but it was out in theaters a couple months ago, so I went and saw it in theaters again. Whew, so fucking good. There was these little kids in front, not little, I shouldn't say little. They were like high schoolers, old enough to know better, just on their phone the whole time, just like literally fucking around. And I was like, God damn it. So
Hit him.
what?
Did you smack him on the head?
No, I was just shit talking them until they put their phones away, and then they put them away for the rest of the movie.
Nice.
You have to, especially if you're at the movie theater alone. People think you're a psychopath, anyways. They're like, yeah, probably listen to this guy.
They're relying on the person who's by himself to say something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Pirates of the Caribbean, fucking great series all the way through. Supposedly making one more. Johnny no longer blackballed, so hopefully one more is out of there. But yeah, big series, good series.
I might watch that later, to be honest.
Fantastic. Parlay.
Tough decision on where to go with this one. I'm just gonna go to the one that's speaking the loudest to me in my head.
Oof, we love it.
One that's ringing over and over, and it's Fast and Furious. I mean, did we get to 10?
I think so.
There is the movie franchise of all movie franchises in terms of just like numbers, just in terms of like it's known for being a franchise more than it's known for being anything else.
Yeah.
Like it's just like almost a joke, almost laughably franchised out.
Oh, it is laughably franchised out. But I mean, people in China love it, dude. That's all they need is their China box office money, and they recoup every single time. It's crazy. Why would you stop making them? You know what I mean? It's like
You can't. Are they done or no?
I want to say I think that was the last one, but I could be wrong. I mean, couple good ones, few good ones in there. Fast.
So what's your favorite Fast and Furious?
Too Fast, Too Furious. Number 2.
Yeah.
Another second one's the best, and then number 1, and then probably Tokyo Drift.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, number 2, Too Fast, Too Furious is sick. I mean, what's his name? Fucking
Luda.
No, Luda's sick, but
Tyrese.
no, the white. Give me the white guy's name. Fucking Paul Walker. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
The sickest. I mean, I never a car guy, but seeing his fucking was it white and blue, silver and blue, I was like, get behind that. I get behind.
Too Fast, Too Furious was for sure one of my favorites. I mean, definitely my favorite Fast and Furious movie. But in general, that series kind of for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm not like we're gonna make for sure go see that.
They fucking jumped the shark at like The fourth movie is absolutely insane. But one of the craziest torture scenes I've ever seen came out of there. It's where they put the rat on the guy's chest and they fucking put the bucket over it and just have the rat eat his way out.
The guy
Oh,
from Good Will Hunting.
yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, crazy. That I remember watching that and being like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Yeah.
kind of a sick idea though. If you're a sick fuck, love that. Fast and Furious. There we go. All right. I think I'm gonna move to a nice little comedy franchise here, and I'm gonna go with Austin Powers.
Oh.
And it's another one. I mean, talk about forming a childhood. This one, I had a little voice box where you push the button. It was just like Austin Powers saying shit, and I would just
Groovy, baby.
literally,
Are you horny?
literally as like a 6-year-old just fucking smashing that button. Yeah, that thing got faded out, but hilarious. Austin Powers, Gold Member might be my favorite. Gold Member's hilarious.
They're all great.
Yeah,
Equally great.
I mean, who throws a shoe? Who does number 2 work for? All different movies. It's just amazing. And I remember watching it as a kid, and God, I forget which one it is, but it's the one where they're in the tent and you can only see their shadow, and it looks like she's pulling shit out of his ass.
Gold Member, I think.
Yeah, and I just remember as a kid, just like how like that was peak comedy. Couldn't get funnier.
Yeah.
Could not get funnier. Yeah.
And we had the Bob's Big Boy at the house.
Yeah, literally. Every time I went there, it always reminded me of it. Yeah, just incredible. That whole first scene. Look at that. Peanuts, get your peanuts. And they just keep cutting to different penis words. That's
Dr. Evil, Mini Me, so good. Foxy Cleopatra.
Foxy. Scott. Preparation H. Name it Preparation Ass Cream. Seth Green. Fucking legend. Number 4.
Oh, God. I had one in my head before the draft that I'm still not remembering now, and that's okay because I have a banger right here at Finding Nemo.
Ooh, okay. I like
Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
Finding Nemo's great. Finding Dory, very sad, still great.
Yeah, you touched the butt.
You touched the butt. Wow, that's a classic.
Come on.
But I mean, honestly, you look back at that movie now. That movie itself is really fucking sad. Like you don't even think about it. Mom gets killed. He gets snatched from his dad. His dad takes the hero's journey. Gets fucking played by some pelicans.
Ends up in a dentist's office.
Darla shaking some shit. My Bubbles. A classic. Finding Nemo. Who's your number 1 in Finding Nemo? Are you a Crush guy or Squirt?
Oh, definitely a Squirt guy. Yeah.
Kind of stole the show like halfway through. He comes in, it's like, well, fucking give him his own movie.
Yeah, 100. Does he have his own?
I don't know. He should. I feel like Crush does. You got to think Squirt's fucking. It's like the Goofy movies. Max is really the star of the Goofy movies. Wow.
Right.
Another franchise that's classic. Not on the list.
Save that for your turn, Joe.
It won't be. It won't make the cut.
But I don't need to say much about Finding Nemo. I think it's the number 2 ocean like production of all time.
What's number 1?
SpongeBob.
Oh, nice. Didn't think about that. Big SpongeBob guy. Funny as shit. Wow, love it though. Finding Nemo. Pencil it in. All right, 5th round. I don't want to give any away. I got a lot on here. We'll have to go through some honorable mentions because this list is
wow.
packed.
I might need your help.
Well, I threw one on here. Shout out Seth. American Pie is a classic. Didn't make.
Oh,
that's what I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna pick that like 3rd round, so I have no problem giving that away. I didn't expect it to be on the board. I'm gonna go with. God, this is tough.
American Pie is a great one.
I'm gonna go with The Dark Knight.
We talked about that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously you have what people say is the best opening scene of any movie ever, the bank robbery of the first Dark Knight, and it's like they're talking about who gets the money and the split, and he just fucking pulls out the gun, shoots him, takes it all. It incredible. But Christian Bale, the best Batman, by far. Yeah. Where's Rachel? Where is she? Hey, you can't beat that. You just can't. But yeah, no, The Dark Knight, not the biggest Bane guy, but I get it.
I was born in the dark.
Oh, I was born into the. He has like a little bit of a Joe Biden.
He did a good job.
If he didn't, if his voice isn't as deep, that's Joey B.
Born in the dark, and the hairs on that leg.
But this, I mean, the Steelers make an appearance. You got Big Ben. You got who else was in there?
Is Big Ben in there? His face?
It's his. It's him. But it's number 7, and they're wearing the Gotham City fucking. It doesn't say Roethlisberger or have his face, but still 6 Steel City baby. Yeah. Not much to say. The Dark Knight. I think it came out on my birthday. I think I watched it. On maybe twice on my birthday, similar to Step Brothers. So, or no, check that. Came out like 2 days before, and I saw it same day twice. But yeah, great movie, great series. Take us home, number 5.
I'd love to hear some honorable mentions, Jim. I mean, why not?
All right, so I have Die Hard on here. Big Bruce Willis guy.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. Wow, I didn't have that. That's really good.
You watch those?
I did. Yeah, and they popped my shoulder out to get out of the straight. American Pie, obviously. Indiana Jones was up there for me. Jurassic Park.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Toy Story. Rocky. Wow, missed that. And Back to the Future. I really like Back to the Future. Met Biff. Matt was Biff's roommate, Biff's son's roommate.
That's a great movie series.
Great movie.
That one stands the test of time for sure.
Oh yeah, and like everyone, every time it comes to a year that they were supposed to be in, I feel like the series kicks back off, right? Like, let's see what people thought this was going to be, and then it just nowhere near, but still sick.
Kind of. Remember the one where you had the electronics skateboard?
Yeah, I guess.
Like hoverboard.
The hover. Yeah,
like the year it was supposed to be. That's on the car. Year, those ones like where you stood on them. It wasn't actually hover.
But the Segway, the no handle Segways. Yeah. Nah, it's true.
But let me go with Rocky here.
Okay, I like that.
Adrian.
And you have some of the best rivalries of all time. You got USA versus Russia. Some say ended the Cold War. You got Mr. T. You got
Hogan.
Hulk, dude. He was a maniac.
Apollo Creed. Twice.
Twice. Spawned its own series. He was such a good fucking opponent. But yeah, how do you feel about them cutting Sylvester Stallone out of Creed?
Wasn't he in Creed?
I think, but I don't think he was in the second.
I don't think he needs to be in it.
But I don't know.
He needed to be in the first one to validate the series for sure.
Yeah,
right. Know it's like this is the same.
It's a spawn off, right? And it gets people there. But I heard, this is a rumor. I heard he stole the whole script out of someone's boxing bag at a gym.
Really?
Really, really.
Because he did write it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You think Sylvester Stallone is fucking no way.
But did he write all of them?
Well, that's what I mean. I think he stole the script for the first one and then was like, "Fuck it, let's roll."
We got it.
Yeah. We can make this work. But I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I love a good conspiracy about people not doing their own work. Like Robin Williams, biggest joke thief ever. Do I know if that's true? No, but I tell everybody it is because it's a great story, and people think he's a douchebag because of it. He sucked. Not a funny comedian. Dead Poet Society blows cock. Worst movie I've ever seen.
My Captain.
Yeah, blow me. Dumb. Stinks.
Dude, I love that movie.
I know. You and Chris Dumas would blow each other while you're fucking watching it.
We thought we were so cool.
You thought you guys, were way smarter than everybody, but bad movie. Rewatch it. Nah, I love it.
Good times.
Great times. All right, well, that's the draft. Let me read this back real quick. All right, with the first pick of the draft, 101, Harry Potter, then Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, Austin Powers, The Dark Knight. And then Josh went, that's, I mean, there's so many. Like, when you first said this, I was like, oh, this is bound to be a good one. Josh went Godfather, The Hangover, Fast and Furious, Finding Nemo, and Rocky. People are going to be sketched out about Finding Nemo over Rocky, but
I know that.
we love it. Well, shit. I think that's it. That's the podcast. Thank you guys all for doing this with us. And until next time, adios.
Peace.